Hello guys, welcome to this video, and today I'm going to talk about how your destiny is connected to someone else. And in this video I'm going to explain why you might suddenly feel that there is lack of progress in your life. It might be your body goals, it might be your career, or whatever it is, even your fitness. You might feel that there's no any progress, there's nothing. You try everything but nothing is changing. Career-wise, you might be praying about something but nothing is changing. And this thing, there's only one solution, and this solution is that someone may be tied to your destiny, and for you to get to where you want to be, this person need to act in some kind of way so that your destiny may come to completion. So in this video I'm going to explain how you are going to identify this person and how God is going to help you so that you may walk in his path and that you may fulfill your purpose. So whenever we pray, we need to be careful so that we may not pray only for our own benefit, but also for the benefit of others. In James chapter 4 verses 3, it says that our prayers fail because we only pray for selfish reasons. So whenever we pray, we are going to be very selfless and pray also for others. That being said, I'm going back to our topic about your destiny being connected to someone else. So whenever you feel like there's no progress, there's stagnation and delay, your destiny may be tied to someone else, and you need to identify this person, and also you need to walk in the will of God so that he may lead you to your purpose using this person. And speaking about this person, it might not be someone who is going to help you either financially or anyway. It might be someone who is also against you, someone who does not want you to work in the place that you are currently working at, someone who is just envious of you. And I'm going to give a story, about a narrative story about Joseph. Joseph was a son of Jacob and was among the youngest. And being the youngest, he was the favorite of Jacob's son, and he was hated, and his brothers were envious of him. So one day they decided to go and sell Jacob, but before they planned to kill him, but they did not succeed to kill him, but they put him in a grave or a pit so that nearby passers came and took this boy Joseph and they traded him for money. Joseph was sold as a slave. He worked as a slave, and he found favor in the eyes of the king, and he was elevated to work in the house of the king. And later he was betrayed, or he was falsely accused by the king's wife, and he was sent in the prison. And because Joseph was righteous and faithful in working with God, he did not commit temptation, but he walked just righteously even when he faced temptation and hardship. And he later came on and interpreted a dream to the king, and this made him to be placed as a second most powerful person in the land of Egypt. And being in this position, he was able also to help his family so that they could come into Egypt due to the drought that was in the land of Israel. This being happened, it tells us how Joseph's brother operated to ensure that Joseph has fulfilled his purpose and acted as destiny helpers, all people whom his destiny was connected to. And because this happened to Joseph, Joseph also came to fulfill his purpose and help his brothers and his family also fulfill their purpose through him. Because later we are told that his family were great and they lived in a better land, in a fertile land, which Joseph had placed for them. So this just explains what I'd said about people who God sends so that they may help you, so that you may achieve your purpose which God has placed in your life. And the second narrative, I'm going to give a story of Elijah, the prophet. During the time of Elijah, he prophesied of a 3.5 drought. And during this period, there was famine in the land, and it came to a time where God was supplying meat and bread to Elijah. And this came to a stop, and Elijah was sent to a woman, a Zarephath woman, who just had a little meal that she could add with her son so that they could die. But God used this woman. We are told that God commanded this woman in her heart that he could help this prophet. And this woman, because of her obedience, he fulfilled his purpose in his life through feeding Elijah, and in turn he was blessed. And during this period of drought, he faced no any hunger because he was blessed, and our pots were filled with bread and with the oil. And this just shows us how when we walk in the purpose of God, in the will of God, God is going to send someone who is going to force us either to walk in the ways of God that we may fulfill our purpose and destiny, or someone who is going to support us in any kind of way that we may live to do the will of God and to do the purpose of God. And finally, Jeremiah chapter 29 verses 11 says that God has a plan and a purpose for us. So we need to pray according to the purpose of God so that we may live to the plans which God has placed in our life, and that God may use anyone who is going to support us or is going to push us further so that we may get to our destiny and to our purpose, that we may do them to the glory of God. I pray that your prayer may be answered, and that you may not only pray for yourself, but also pray to someone else who your destiny is connected to, and that this person is going to impact your life, and you are going to do the same to his or hers, that the name of the Lord may be glorified. Thank you for watching, and I'd like you to support me by liking and sharing, and also you can comment so that also you might act as my destiny helper or someone whose destiny is connected with me, because by doing so you are going to motivate me to make more videos which is going to help many other people. Thank you, and be blessed in whatever you do.